We are going to be starting now with topic number 1 of today, and this is regarding Aquaman, obviously. So, this was actually put out last night. Deadline has learned that Warner Brothers making a slew of release date changes next year. First of all, James Wan's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom needs more time in post-production, so it's moving from March the 17th to December 25th. That has given it now literally an entire year. It went from December 17th to December 25th. And this is one thing I've never really understood regarding, in America, films are released on Christmas Day. That's a bit bizarre to me because obviously here in the UK, the majority of every single place is shut unless it's just like a quick corner shop sort of thing. But yeah, they've moved it to Christmas Day next year. Obviously, there is a few things regarding it. So Aquaman 2 director James Wan also took to Instagram, writing, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom moving to Christmas Day 2023. I'm a bit superstitious and I love that it's a December release like the first one. And to be honest with you, obviously I have put James Wan here with The Conjuring because I absolutely love this series and I love Vera. She's just amazing. But here's a small glimpse of some artwork into the big epic world building we're creating, and I needed the time to do it right. These images barely scratch the surface of the movie, haven't even shown the weird and wonderful characters and creatures of this world yet. I can't wait to show, but you have to wait just a little bit longer. Now, with this here, he did put this on his Instagram, and first of all, my eyes went straight to, is that AH? Because obviously, you know, reddish hair and all that, but then obviously, you know, they got all these like octopus legs and tentacles around them, so I don't think it is her. I don't think it's Mera. But, you know, this was shown, and like I said, first of all, I was a bit like, is this her? But then I was like, you know what? Nah, it's not. This can't be her because, you know, it's, well, you got all these tentacles. But, like we, you know, a lot of people were thinking, it's to get rid of her, which I can't see happening, only because the thing I can see at this moment in time, they are just going to keep her in the little 10, 12 minutes that she said she is in during the trial. If you remember as well, we also had this. So this here is Boris Kitt from The Hollywood Reporter. He has put down that, obviously, Warner Brothers and Discovery, the moves underscore what a financial mess Warner Brothers Discovery is, as the studio has only enough cash to release 3 movies from now to the end of the year. Don't worry, darling, Harry Styles one, which I'm pretty sure looks very Stepford Wives-ish. Black Adam, The Rock, obviously, and House Party. They're doing a remake of House Party, you know? Sarcasm, you are true, is more realistic towards it. But with that there, with them saying regarding that there's a financial mess regarding it, to me, I was like, you know what? If that's a, you know, there is a mess and, you know, there's a lot of cash, because David Zaslav, the guy who was the new CEO, he wants to save $3 billion for Warner Brothers Discovery. They got rid of Batgirl, and that's $90 million. That's a tax write-off straight away. They've also got rid of a lot of other DC properties. You know, there's no more Wonder Twins film being done. And a lot of people were like, well, they're not going to get rid of the animation. They got rid of the animation like the day after this came out, which is absolutely bizarre, especially that Looney Tunes. They had a couple of big animated movies in the works, and they just went, yeah, we're just going to finish them. Warner Brothers and Looney Tunes, it's like Disney and Mickey Mouse. Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes is for them, you know. It's absolutely mad to see. But another thing regarding all of this is, and same with the cash, and they're trying to save money. That's why I don't believe they will get rid of her. Mostly because if the contract did state otherwise, they would have to pay her a little bit more money. That's one of the major things. And if they're trying to save money, they're like, you know what, we'll just keep her in and we'll just do something else or whatever. But there's more reason behind this. And one of the huge ones is this. So, Jason Momoa was on the red carpet to promote the final season of his Apple TV sci-fi series C. when he was asked about the recent announcement that Ben Affleck is returning as Batman in Aquaman 2. Well, I can't tell you anything about the reunion. He may or may not be in it, and there may be more or less or even more Batmans in it. Who knows? You can only know a little bit. So with that as well, that also tells me that they're trying... I think they're going to be filming a lot more scenes. Because unless this was planned... because they only moved it forward 3 months when the original delay got done. And then obviously you've got this entire Ezra Miller rubbish that is currently going on with what that guy's been doing. And it's mind-blowing that The Flash is still going to be going out there, but I don't think we will see Ezra Miller doing anything. But there's one thing I want to talk about Ezra and Johnny and Amber later on. We'll get into that after. But another thing as well with all of this, obviously, is Walter Hamada, the DC president. So, amidst the trial, which saw a jury decide that she did defame her ex-husband, a petition calling for her removal from the flick reached 4.5 million signatures. I believe as well, if we get a further, I think it's like 400,000 signatures on this one, it's in the top 3 ever, which is mind-blowing. It's just, whoosh, that is, you know, it's amazing. But she previously claimed that her role in the upcoming sequel was reduced, and that she fought really hard to stay in the movie. However, during the bombshell defamation trial, Walter Hamada, the president of DC Films of Warner Brothers, testified that there were fears of a lack of chemistry between Amber and Jason, claiming there were talks of recasting her. Now, with that there, with recasting her, that is... we all want that to happen, you know, we all want that to happen. We all want it either Emily Blunt or we also want Emilia Clarke. But sadly, Emilia Clarke, we can't have her because Emilia Clarke is under contract now with Marvel, and it's a substantial contract for a number of films and TV series, so we're not going to see her. But as we know, we also went through the witness list and also the evidence list that she put in. And say, I'm still going through the unsealed documents because I'm trying to find that email which states that is an alternate ending and her role was cut down. Because if you remember, we saw that in the documentation that she wanted to put forward. And if we can find that, oof, that would be some doozy of one, I'm telling you. But yeah, there's so much stuff going on regarding this. And going from March to December again, giving it another 9 months, a whole year again. It's... I can't see her leaving it, but I can see them either cutting her role down even more so they can say, well, you are in it. That is it. We're not going to give you any more money. But with this, I can definitely say that I don't think she's going to be in Aquaman 3. I really, really don't see her doing that because, well, as we saw and we did on Tuesday in the other live stream, Hollywood is calling her radioactive. You know? That's one of the things that I find absolutely hilarious, is that her friends are calling her radioactive and they're not going to help her.